What's up, everybody, and welcome to Miramichi's #1 weekly news program. It is ChiTV's Miramichi Weekly News coming at you here live from the man cave. So this week we're going to talk about, we got some Timberwolves updates, we're going to talk about some police and court news, I'm going to pick my weekly bone with some airline passengers, we talk about some Upper Miramichi political mudslinging, but first, this week's top story. City Council this week received a preliminary report on some costing for a new wellness center to replace some of the city's aging facilities, such as the outdoor pools, some indoor pools, the Linden Rec Center, and so on and so forth. Now, the hilarious part about this, folks, is that immediately people went online and started commenting on different stories and that, and were just outraged. I can't believe they're going to spend all that money on a new one. Okay, folks, listen. A word of caution. This is a preliminary report, which means several things. A, it's not finalized. B, it doesn't mean they're going to build it. C, it's for informational purposes. It was an information gathering report. So the report said that if they were to decide to build a new wellness center, the total cost would be in the neighborhood of $56 million, which includes building the facility and operating the facility for 20 years. Now, that fee does not include land, so they would have to find land, buy the land, clear the land, all that stuff. With the existing facilities that we have, the current cost over the next 20 years to maintain those facilities would be $31 million. But that fee was, the number they came to was just on a quick visual inspection. They did not actually look at any structural components of buildings. So, for example, if the Linden Rec Center is about to fall down, which it might be, that's not included in this. So, folks, this is preliminary. Do I think Miramichi would benefit from a new wellness center? Sure. But it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen this year. It's not going to happen next year. And the thing is, half of these dingleberries on council probably aren't going to be on council 5 months from now. So, just relax, people. It's a preliminary report. If you don't know what that means, for God's sakes, look it up. In other political news, Upper Miramichi Mayor Douglas Munn has started a mudslinging campaign against the Liberal government. Why, might you ask? Over snow plowing. Yes, that's right. Munn was not pleased with the government-provided snow plowing in his Upper Miramichi area, and meant that some of his residents couldn't get to their jobs. A lot of people in Upper Miramichi work in Fredericton or in Miramichi, obviously, because Upper Miramichi is not really, a booming work environment. So a lot of people travel for work, and he was extremely disappointed that a lot of them were not plowed out until late in the afternoon after the first 2 storms of the year. The first storm taking place in early November, and then the storm that took place this past week. The highlight of the whole thing, though, was that Munn suggested that the reason why their plowing has been substandard is because his constituents voted for conservative Jake Stewart in the election in September. Really? Now, I can understand, you're a conservative base, you're upset, and I can't wrap my head around why you would say something like that. The best part about it is that Jake Stewart issued a statement where he basically said, yeah, that's probably true. They wrote a letter to the transportation minister, which he didn't answer, which is, not surprising. I mean, listen, there are better ways. Think back to the Big Brothers Big Sisters thing from last week, where they took out the Facebook ad against the church, or the Pope, and said, where's the unity in community? There are better ways to get things done than calling someone names or accusing them of something. If you call me out and accuse me of something, I'm not going to help you. It doesn't help anybody. Why can't people just be diplomatic about things? It's Upper Miramichi. I mean, there's lots of wonderful people that live there. I'm sure people were ripping up and down the roads with their own personal plows. The reason why the plowing was delayed, I have no idea. But I almost guarantee you it has nothing to do with how the people voted. All right, folks. Well, the Miramichi Timberwolves are staying super duper hot. They picked up, split 2 games last weekend. They won 5-4 in Amherst on Saturday night before dropping a 5-2 decision in Summerside on Sunday. And then last night, a miraculous third-period comeback against the St. Stephen Aces. They were down 6-2 with just under 11 minutes to go and actually came back to tie the game in regulation and won 7-6 in a shootout, pushing their record to 16-6 on the season, second in the Roger Meek division, and currently they are ranked 18th in Canada for all of the Junior A teams. The Timberwolves' next home game is tonight at the Civic Center at 7:30 against Summerside. They're going to try to avenge that defeat from last weekend. Get your ass out to the rink. There's no reason why you shouldn't be at the rink. It's going to be some great Junior A hockey action tonight, 7:30 at the Civic Center. And ChiTV is going to probably be there. Now, folks, moving on to some court news. Some of the people who were charged for running the red light when the Centennial Bridge was closed have started having their trials this week. So far, every single one of them has lost. Because you don't run a red light and get away with it. That seems pretty self-explanatory. Also, you remember the story from several months ago about the gentleman who falsified records of employment, which led to $400,000 in falsified EI claims? Well, hey, he got arrested again. Yes, that's right. This time he was busted for violating his probation and for trafficking stolen goods. But the highlight of this story is his lawyer tried to get him off with bail. And the reasoning is that he got bail on a more serious charge for the EI case. So he should get bail for the lesser charge. So his reasoning is, my client has reoffended and broken the law multiple times now. But because it's getting less serious, it's okay. He should be allowed to walk free. The judge denied his bail and he's being held for court. Last but not least, folks, it's time for me to pick my weekly bone. Now this week I'm going to pick it on airline travelers, and I call them Aisle Gawkers. Now these are people who sit in the aisle seat on the plane, but they want to gawk out the window because they've never been on a plane before or whatever. So I had a lady the other day on the plane. I was sitting in the window seat. She was sitting in the aisle seat. It was 8 o'clock in the morning. Now, it was sunny in Toronto, so I put the shade down, to which I got a because she was basically leaned over on the armrest staring out the window. Listen, if you want to look out the fucking window, get a window seat. Self-explanatory. I'm at the window seat, therefore window seat controls the window. If I want to put the window down, my prerogative. I paid for that seat. It's my seat. It's my window. If you wanted to look out the window, pick a window seat. Common sense, people. Anyways, folks, that's it for this week's episode of Miramichi Weekly News. I will be back 1 week from today. I still can't decide whether to have this show on Friday or Saturday, but it's been Saturday the last couple of weeks. It may switch back to Friday. I may start doing it on Wednesdays at midnight. You never know. It's the unpredictability factor here at ChiTV. Peace.
Hey guys, if you like what you see, make sure you check out ChiTV online. We've got our website, Twitter account, Facebook right over here. And hey, down over this way somewhere should be a subscribe button to our YouTube page so you know about when we release all our new videos. Peace.